Many government employees know the feeling of late nights, endless files, and the slow, grinding wait for the next promotion. But in Punjab, there is a specific merit-based shortcut for in-service staff, the Subordinate Accounts Services, or SAS, examination. Instead of spending 20 years waiting for the seniority list to finally work in your favor, this test allows you to skip the line entirely. Look at this comparison matrix. On the left, a standard Group C role means routine tasks and waiting your turn. On the right, clearing the SAS exam bumps you directly to a gazetted Group B post as a section officer. You step into a position of real authority. You become a key financial advisor within your department, managing expenditures, ensuring budget compliance, and vetting financial sanctions. So the trade-off is clear. You get immediate authority and higher pay, but you have to pass a grueling academic marathon to earn it. The question is the grind actually worth it? Before you even open a textbook, you have to qualify to take the test. You need a bachelor's degree and at least 3 years of continuous, regular service in your parent department. Then you need explicit permission to apply, which comes in the form of a mandatory recommendation from your head of department. That signature isn't a formality. The department head has to certify that you have a clean disciplinary record, satisfactory service, and verified integrity. The government does offer a small perk by treating the actual examination days as official on-duty periods, but that covers taking the test, not preparing for it. To even get to the starting line, you need a spotless professional reputation, 3 years of tenure, and the willingness to sacrifice hundreds of hours of your own time to study. The exam itself is a massive undertaking. We are looking at a 1,200-mark syllabus spread across 9 highly technical papers. Those 9 papers are divided into 2 distinct blocks. Part 1 has 5 papers, and Part 2 has 4. This pathway diagram shows how that structure operates in practice. Notice the hard, locked gate sitting exactly between the 2 sections. You are completely barred from attempting a single paper in Part 2 until you have passed every single paper in Part 1. Part 1 tests your foundational skills. You have to clear English and Punjabi precise drafting, the Punjab Civil Services rules, and introductory bookkeeping. Because of this sequential lock, if you fail even one of those 5 foundational papers, your entire promotion timeline stalls. You stay stuck at the gate. You cannot cram for this in a single 6-month window. The SAS exam demands a multi-year strategy. To pass, you need a minimum of 40% in each individual paper and an overall aggregate of 45% across that part. That sounds tough, but there is a structural advantage built into the system that helps mitigate the high failure rate, the 60% exemption rule. Look at this flow chart for Part 1. Let's say you heavily focus your study time on just 2 papers. You score above 60% on those, but you completely fail the other 3. Hitting that 60% mark means you are permanently exempt from ever retaking those specific papers in any future attempt. They are locked in. This dictates your entire study strategy. Instead of spreading yourself thin trying to get a mediocre pass across all 5 papers at once, you should overstudy for a targeted few. By banking papers 1 or 2 at a time, you slowly whittle down the massive syllabus until only a fraction of the workload is left. What looks like an impossible 9-paper sprint is actually a modular marathon. As long as you keep banking 60s, you keep making permanent progress. The biggest obstacles you will face are the technical subjects, specifically advanced commercial bookkeeping and cost accounting. These aren't basic math tests. They require a deep understanding of auditing principles, trial balances, and inventory evaluation techniques, which puts arts and science graduates at a steep disadvantage. If you don't have a commerce background, you will likely need to invest your own money in paid coaching, or commit to an intense, ground-up self-study routine just to stay competitive. Then there is the Punjab Civil Services Rules exam. Unlike the math-heavy papers, this one is famously conducted in an open book format, but that label is a trap. The examiners aren't testing your ability to copy text. They are testing your ability to navigate complex, practical administrative scenarios. If you walk in assuming the open book will save you, without already knowing the rule structures and the index inside out, you will simply run out of time searching for the answers. Success on the SAS exam comes down to matching your personal background to the stark reality of these requirements. This decision tree maps 2 main factors: academic background and age. Commerce graduates face a flattened learning curve, a mandatory career move. Non-commerce generalists must commit to a multi-year strategy, banking papers. Employees nearing 48 face high stress, racing the clock with zero margin for error. Whether you should take this exam depends entirely on leveraging your starting knowledge and accurately measuring how much time you have left before you age out. The sheer input required here is massive. You are going to sacrifice your evenings and weekends to master complex laws and advanced accounting, all while working a full-time job. But the final output is equally massive. You skip a seniority queue that traps most employees for their entire careers, gaining immediate gazetted status and serious financial authority. You become the person who holds the stamp, the one who actually approves the budgets and vets the sanctions. The government might cover your time on the days you sit for the test, but the true cost of preparation is paid entirely in your own sweat equity. The SAS exam is an endurance test. It is designed to filter out anyone who isn't fully committed to taking on organizational leadership. If you are willing to pay the price in hours, then this promotion is truly yours to take.